Thank you for staying. Let's get into our first story now. And some Ghanaians are asking government to find ways of improving the economy this year and of also creating more job opportunities for the youth. Ghana's economy suffered some setbacks last year with galloping inflation and a fluctuating cedi. There's more in this report by Anna Nketia and Rosemary Ajewa.
The economic crisis last year was felt across board, with all sectors struggling. Importers, traders, transport operators and some individuals were hit the hardest. Although the economy has witnessed a slight stability with the cedi appreciating against the dollar, inflation continues to rise. Some Ghanaians who spoke with Joy News want government to find ways and means to improve the state of the economy this year and create more job opportunities for the young people.
I wish in the new year the government also find ways and means how we can, the economy can be improved, how the job opportunities can be also opened for the young generation, so that people will not have, when economic impact is like negative economic impact can also lead to negative thinking and negative behavior. So if we found training and also job opportunity for the young generation, and then they can also be busy and active in those opportunities that is open for them, so they cannot involve themselves into negative action in the activities.
Some also wants the government to be truthful and transparent to the public.
They must be truthful and transparent to the populace. When you are truthful and you come to say something, the people know that it is true, so they'll take it in good faith. Example is what is going on with monetary issues. We can't see you people driving in V8 and then you tell us we should cut the cost of things. The cutting and the adjustments must come from them, and it must be evident. People should see it. Then the trust in them will be. When they tell us to hold on bring in money, people will know that when their money goes, at the end of the tenure, they will get their monies back. But if there's no truth, I don't see any truthfulness in the governance.
Meanwhile, others have encouraged all citizens to work harder to make the country a better place and not to rely just on the government to act, since everyone carries a responsibility in building the country.
Well, basically, I want to say that this is our nation. It's ours, none other. We have no other nation, so we have to work towards making it the best nation on earth. So all of us have to pitch in. It's not left to anybody else. All of us have to do the best we can so that the nation can go forward. Yes, the politicians have their responsibility, but the citizens also have their responsibility. I think that all of us need to do everything that we can to make Ghana the best nation that it can be for all of us, so that we can enjoy living in Ghana. I actually prefer living in Ghana to being outside. So I think we should do the best we can to make Ghana the best it should be.
Anna Nketia and Rosemary Ajewa's report read to you.
Now, the Bantamahene Bafo Owusu Amankwetia VI has vowed to lead the mobilization of chiefs for the development of the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi, if the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly fails to do so. Nana Amankwetia is blaming the KMA for the rampant mounting of kiosks and containers and allowing congestion at the city center, which he says is turning the once flourishing Garden City into a village. He's been interacting with Love FM's Erastus Asaridonko.
Kumasi Metro houses a population of 3.63 million as at the end of 2022. The city is the largest in Ghana after the capital city Accra. The Kumasi city was referred to as the Garden City due to its green area cover and brilliant settlement layout, and the development emanating from issues of decongestion, open space fill, street markets, and uncompleted government projects are eroding the said legacy of the city. According to the Bantamahene Bafo Owusu Amankwetia VI, people with political authority have ignored calls for development of the city.
I had the opportunity to put this issue before the regional minister when he addressed the regional house. In fact, I told him that everywhere you go, you see these container structures. People are working on the streets, people are selling on the streets, cars are loading on the streets. Meanwhile, you go to some markets, these markets are empty. The pavements, are taken over by kiosks, these containers. And it's made Kumasi look like a village. What is happening at the moment is seriously an eyesore. To the extent that you see people selling tomatoes in front of Kompanoche Hospital. We have nobody to blame other than the KMA and then its assembly members. We know that the assembly members, they take money from people to put up these structures. This is a fact. They can deny it, but it's a fact. It's not anywhere that you can have these structures and do what you want. There are laws, there are regulations governing this city that must be adhered to in a strict sense. That is, you can't put up, these structures at unauthorized places. And this is what I believe the KMA should set itself up to do. We really want, a KMA that would be able to decongest the city of all these unauthorized dealings that are going on. That is the KMA that we want. We in Ananom, we don't have the political, power. In spite of the fact that the city belongs to us, the land belongs to us, but the political power is with the KMA. Come 2023, if they fail to do it, Nananom, we are going to take it upon ourselves to make sure Kumasi is clean. That one we have told them, and we are going to do it.
Well, moving from there to Abuase, its Municipal Health Directorate, which is retooling its facilities for improved access to healthcare delivery this year. Director Dr. Ya Menu says a comprehensive plan is being implemented to ensure the effective participation of the private sector in achieving the target. Nana Yaujima has more in this report.
According to the Directorate, efforts are being made through the local assembly to expand healthcare by building new facilities in smaller communities. Though these facilities are tooled, there are deficits. Health Director Ya Menu says equipping the facilities will be part of the Directorate's focus this year.
We know that there is no facility that ever had enough of logistics, because just as it comes, it also gets faults, and so that always you need something.
The Directorate is appealing to non-governmental organizations and other institutions for support. A local NGO, 50/50 Club, has already responded to the appeal for beds and other medical equipment by donating equipment worth over 34,000 cedis. In Tonsua and in Sokote Anomabo Chips compounds are among beneficiaries.
But let's look at where in Tonsua is. Let's look at where in Sokote is. And the other time, the facilities that were recipients, it will go a very long way for them to stabilize patients, for them to do what hitherto they couldn't have done before they do even referrals. So it's going to go a long way to ease the struggles of the health workers in these facilities, and to also help promote the health of the indigents in those catchment areas and communities.
Jacob Edmond Aqua is founder of the NGO.
And anytime we talk about the club, I say, please say thank you to our members, because they contribute money every month. They set aside money every month. One of the things that we started doing, and it's been quite successful, even though we just have one sponsor coming in, is to concentrate on getting more corporate sponsors to help us.
2 individuals in need of financial support for surgeries also received cash support from the NGO, while assorted food items worth about 7,000 cedis were donated to Patmos Children's Home in the Adanse Asokwa district.
Now, Bono East Regional Director of Health, Dr. Fred Akakpo, has called for concerted efforts to be brought to bear to ensure that the people in the region accept the COVID-19 vaccines. With the region having a case fatality much higher than the national average, and with the recent spikes in the number of new cases across the globe, Dr. Fred Akakpo said the regional directorate's focus was to vaccinate at least 75% of the population. Anas Sabit now reports.
Of COVID-19 in hospitals, both in patients admitted because of the disease and those who tested positive after being admitted, indicate the severity of a COVID wave in major countries across the world. And as health authorities are working towards managing the surge capacity, authorities here in the Bono East region are concerned about the number of persons across the region who are yet to receive the COVID-19 vaccines. Regional Director of Health Services, Dr. Fred Akakpo, disclosed that the region's case fatality, which is higher than the national average, is enough for health authorities to be worried about, with a new trend across the globe.
If you look at the figures for Bono East, cumulatively, we recorded total of 3,145, and out of this, 76 of them died, giving us a case fatality of 2.3. If you look at the case fatality rate for Bono East, it's higher than that of the national figure. In fact, if you compare the case fatality rate for Bono East to that of Ashanti region and Greater Accra, it's about 6 times. So though you see a lot of cases in Ashanti and Greater Accra, the effect is much seen in terms of the percentage of those who are dying in Bono East. That is the picture that we are having in Bono East.
A breakdown in the number of cases recorded in terms of age group also revealed that those above the ages of 50 are more at risk in terms of the region's case fatality.
The worrying aspect of this is if you break down the cases in terms of who is suffering more. If you look at the age group for 20, 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, they are making up to about 90% of the cases of people who are being infected with COVID-19. But then if you look at the people who are really dying from COVID-19, you see that it's those who are 50 to 90 and 60 to 69. They don't even make up to 10% of the cases of COVID-19, but they are dying. Then it means that there is a way that, as a region, there is something that we should do to protect these elderly, these people with comorbid issues.
Dr. Fred Akakpo further noted, as we start the year 2023, the region's focus is for it to work towards vaccinating a large percentage of its population.
If you look at the vaccine coverage for Bono East, so far, it's only about 55% of people who have gotten only 1 dose, and about 42% who have gotten 2 or fully vaccinated. It means that we are not protecting the vulnerable enough. So for Bono East, looking at our trajectory and where we are, it means that from 20 to 50, those of us who have not even gone for 1, please kindly do that. And those of us who have gotten 1 and are yet to get our second and booster, we have to do. Because until we do that, then it means that we are putting the vulnerable population at risk of the disease. So if there is anything that Bono East should do for 2023, please get your COVID vaccines. Get your COVID vaccines.
Reporting for Joy News, Anas Sabit, Kintampo.
Let's go to Yendi now, where Member of Parliament for the area, Farouk Aliyu Mahama, says his Farouk Aliyu Mahama Educational Care Fund, that is the FAMEC Fund, will continue to support brilliant but needy students in the constituency. He has so far supported more than 150 students to gain access to education. Correspondent Martina Buguri reports.
The Member of Parliament for Yendi has a vision dubbed the New Yendi City. The vision is to transform Yendi to one of the developed areas in the country. It acknowledged the value of education to human development and the transformation agenda of the Yendi City. As part of the agenda, he has invested in infrastructure expansion and upgrading, logistical support, and human resource development, among others. It is in this same vein he's held an award scheme to honor 20 teachers for their dedication to duty. Speaking at the maiden awards, the MP said the investment in the education sector, which is to transform the area, can only be achieved if the teachers come on board.
Show them a great gratitude of appreciation to the various roles they play in our lives. At this Teachers Award celebration, we honor our outstanding teachers for their exemplary performance, groundbreaking work that have affected and transformed the lives of the learners. We further aim to motivate teachers to go beyond ordinary lines of their work, to throw a spotlight on great teachers and share their remarkable stories, thereby inspiring and attracting many high-achieving candidates to join. This award scheme underscores the importance of teaching profession, symbolizes the fact that teachers, no matter where you teach or you're located, deserve to be recognized and celebrated.
The Municipal Director of Education, Sule Mohammed, commended the MP for his immense contribution towards education in the area.
Express my utmost sincere gratitude and appreciation to him for this kind gesture. He has done indeed very well. This is the hallmark of a very great leader. A great leader is one who is impacting on the life of everybody. There's no true way that you can impact on the life of people other than education. Because education is an instrument of constructive change. That can, for example, even lift up an entire community from darkness to light. And so we will appreciate you. When I arrive here, there are hallmarks of your wonderful works across the municipality. Anywhere I go, I see your footprint.
The Municipal Chief Executive of Yendi, Alhaji Yusuf Ahmed Abubakar, cautioned teachers against indiscipline and urged them to take up their responsibility seriously.
Some teachers have not been able to perform well because of self-discipline. Some are either lazy and do not prepare lesson notes, or are perpetual absentees. The Municipal Education Oversight Committee, which I chair, has decided to discipline any teacher for such unproductive acts.
The best teacher received a motorbike and cash prize, while the best teacher in underserved community also received a motorbike and cash prize. The rest received cash prizes and television sets and cash prizes and laptops. The MP also donated 20,000 to the Teachers Welfare Fund and fully funded scholarship for 5 head teachers to pursue their masters.
From Yendi, let's come down south to the Volta Regional chapter of the Ghana National Canoe Fishermen's Council, which is happy about gains experienced in the fisheries sector. The fisher folks say the reduction of illegal fishing and streamlining of distribution of premixed fuel have contributed to a revamping of the sector. Fred Kwame Asari reports.
Addressing the press in Adina, some of the fisher folks expressed their views on development in the sector.
Concerning about the trawlers, we have 74, but as at now, those who are going to the rules and regulation of the government, the Fishing Act, is only 7. So they are doing what? Responsible fishing. And everything is going well, very well. Cycle is, those trawlers, if they've been to the sea, they catch what? The people's fish. The fish that's supposed to be caught by the artisanals. You see, and then they cut on it. And then come and sell to our wives. So she has put a stop to that. Now, no cycle.
The thing I know, I'm a net owner. So the time they put us in the Ministry of Fisheries, have done a lot for us, especially premise side. It have been stopped. Those Kalabule people coming to buy the premise and sell us to us again. So we have done a lot. They supply machine for us, the net owners individually. We collect and do our work. And second, he has supply a net for us. The price of the net come down a little bit. It's good for us. And close season is also good for us.
They have therefore appealed to President Akufo-Addo to allow Madam Kumsin to continue serving as she had so far delivered to their expectations.
We are all of a firm conviction that this current minister is tuning around the near collapsed fishery industry of Ghana for the better and must be allowed to complete the positive transformational agenda that she has started. Though there are challenges are many, she is tackling it head on, and we can all attest to the fact she is doing marvelously well.
Fred Kwame Asari, Joy News, Adina.
And on that fishing note, we wrap the news for this morning. But stay with us. We delve into the newspapers and more for the news review. Do stay.